Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Intuitive Energy Forecast for March 9th, 2022. I'm Arlene Grace, an intuitive energy coach, master numerologist, and channel. So we've moved into a shifting energy. So we've shifted into a different energy. We were in the space which was all about inner excavation. If you were really in it, where you were discovering some deeper ideas within you, deeper thoughts you were releasing. You may have felt things in the body. You may have felt that life was a little bit hard, right? And now we've moved into the diamonds where we're now focused on the material world. We're focused on what we see. We're focused on wealth. We're focused on money. We're focused on the material things, right? And our value and how we value ourselves. And so today's energy is that of the King of Diamonds and the One. And the One is all about new ideas, epiphanies, awarenesses. It's about new thoughts. It's about seeing your life and allowing for life to show you, in conjunction with what you want, where you could go. It's this beautiful energy of let's just dream bigger and let's go. And the King of Diamonds is really coming into mastery of the material world, mastery of wealth, mastery of value. And it's also this place of taking self-autonomy, self-authority, will and how you understand it, and coming into this mastery of your mind, of your emotions, of your thoughts, releasing the ego, all of the things. And so the vision that came through, I love the vision because it depicts it so well. And so there's this 6-year-old boy and he's outside and he's playing at the park and he's with all of his friends and you can hear the laughter and the screaming and all of the things, and they're playing a game. And it's who can get to the top first, right? To the top of the slide. And so this boy is running and he runs up the slide and he gets up there and he's like, yeah, I did it. And he takes his imaginary crown and he puts it atop of his head and he starts to belt out, I'm the king of the castle and you're the dirty rascal. I might be aging myself because I used to play that game, right? And so he's up there and he's feeling proud. He's feeling pride. He's feeling accomplished. He's feeling valuable. Because everything there, this is his kingdom, right? He won. He got all the stuff. And now it shifts. And so the castle now shifts from a sand castle to this boy who's now attaining all of the things. And so you can watch him as he gets older. He's in school. He's, captain of this team and that team and this team. He's accomplished. He is smart. He's good looking. He's all of the things, and he's competitive and he's aggressive and he's comparing himself and he's a little bit judgmental and he's a winner. Everyone knows him as a winner. And now he's out there in the world and he is accomplishing himself, meaning he's in the corporate world and he's doing the things. He's working 60 to 80-hour weeks. He's getting the clients, he's getting the deals, he's buying the sports cars, he's got a huge house, he's going on the vacations, he's got the body, he's doing all of it right. And now, of course, he's deciding that he wants to share this with someone. He wants his bride, he wants his queen. And so, of course, he's dating and he decides to find a partner. And he's attracting all of these women that see his things, not him. And so all of these women that they love the car, they love his house, they want to stay over, right? They want to live in that house. They want to be with him. They want to, they want to go on the vacations with him. They want the things. They want to be Mrs. Winner. And he's frustrated. Like he's not getting it because he wants the woman that sees him. And so he's looking at himself in the mirror, and he's like, what is it? What am I missing? And so there, looking at himself in the mirror, this beautiful vision arrives. This extraordinary, exquisite woman shows up in the mirror as a reflection. And he looks away and he's rubbing his eyes, and he comes back and he looks at the reflection. And she's like, I see you. And he's dazed. And she says, do you see you? And he takes the mirror and he places it by the bed. And so he's sitting on the bed and he's just staring at this reflection of this beautiful woman. And he's like, what's happening? Am I going crazy? I don't get it. Who are you? And she says, will you let me in? And he takes a breath and he's like, yeah, okay. And so she says, okay, sit, just close your eyes and let me in. And so he closes his eyes and he takes a breath, and she emerges from this mirror, and she now comes into him. And she embodies, or he embodies her, and she's sitting with him. And she now invites him to open his eyes and to see his reflection. And so now he's looking in the mirror, and he's now seeing how all of the value in his life was placed in all of the cars, in the going to the places, in the house and the beachfront property, and the investment, in his label as whatever it was he was doing as a job, as a corporate leader, right? He was seeing his value in the tangible material thing. And she's like, I don't know what's wrong with that. What's wrong with that, right? And so she says, hold on. And so now all of the women that he had been dating, that he wanted a bride, right? He wanted his queen. And so he can see in their eyes that all that they see is the car and the yachts and the things, and the value of him was not him. It was exactly as he was seeing it. The value and the parts of him, he was identifying himself with all of the things outside of him, just as the women were mirroring back to him. They weren't seeing him. They were seeing his things, just as he was seeing his things. And so he's now sitting there, and she says, I see you. Do you see you? Do you see how you are attached to these things? Do you see how you've misplaced your value? That your value was never in all of the things outside of you, that it was always with you, always here. And something shifts, something opens within him. And the glass, it shatters, the illusion. And so now everything changes. When he sees his car, when he sees his yacht, when he sees his home, he doesn't see his reflection back. He sees beautiful things, yes, but beautiful things that are simply tools to live a beautiful life, tools to play with, to go on vacation with, tools to get from one place to the other, but not a misplacement of his value. They are not him. Now, all of these people that were in his life that saw him through the things that he had, they start to fall away. But what arises are the people who see him as he now begins to see him. They start to see his value within him. He starts to see his value in the things that he does out there in the world, his service in the world. He sees himself as a leader that is changing the world, not a leader that is attaining the world. And so things start to slow down. He discovers he doesn't have to work 60 to 80-hour weeks. He discovers that he doesn't have to force himself to do the things with his body, that life actually gets easier, somewhat slows down, that his wealth, now that he's shifted his focus to inner wealth, to being wealth, to value being within himself, it actually triples, quadruples his money. Now money just begins to flow. He doesn't have to work hard for it. It just simply comes. And so this is your invitation today. Your invitation is to see and ask yourself, have I misplaced my value? Have I misplaced my value into the things that I have, into the people that I have in my life, into my business partnerships, into my relationship, into my car, my house, my yacht, or lack of it, or a lack of it, right? Have I placed my value in what people give me or don't? That's a big one. Am I willing to turn around and face myself in the mirror or face my own reflection? And am I willing to see the value here and feel and focus on the value here versus what I see? Because when I focus my value here, how I see the world will change. Beautiful. Questions, comments, please feel free to share and I'll be happy to respond. And speaking of diamonds and value and wealth and all of the things, we've got Money Mojo beginning next week, a 5-day workshop that can completely shift the way you think about money, the way you think about the energy of money, the energy of wealth, your value, and shame. Because anywhere that you have shame in your life, you have debt. You have debt in your physical life. And so this is a extraordinary 5-day workshop that you would absolutely adore. It's hosted by Joy Kingsborough, who I absolutely love. I love her teachings. I love how she teaches. I love how she simplifies everything. And so if you are curious, I'm going to post it today. And yeah, I would love to have you there. It's completely transformed my life. And so questions, comments, please feel free to share, and wishing you the most extraordinary day. And so much love. Bye for now.